welcome to another edition of Carpool Reactions. I'm JD.
I want my $2!
And as you can see, I have a guest with me today. I have the very talented Maya Gomez, who is not only a talented artist, but has a segment on her channel where she does this. It's called The Insecure Musician. You guys should definitely check that out. Maya, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and I'm going to put the link to your channel up there real quick. Here it is. Y'all give her a sub. Check her out. Maya, I got to ask you, because again, this is kind of role reversal here. Usually you're the one asking the questions. I'm going to get right to it. What inspires you when you write?
Honestly, my experiences. I really wish I could say I was one of these artists that, just writes fiction and goes into a whole other place. But whenever I write, it comes from things that I've actually experienced, my own emotions, my own, life. So generally that, and also possibly giving a voice to people that aren't on a stage, and others that have told me their experiences. So I think that's generally what I try and do.
I love
the little amount that I have, it's like.
You've got a little bit. I was going to say, when are we going to see some more? I know you've been taking a break from a big project. When are we going to see the final product?
I'm hoping soon. The thing with this one is I've done it very small scale. So everything I've kind of done on my own, versus like having a lot of hands in the pot. I think the reason for that is because the content is so close to me that I really want to make sure that I'm putting my kind of stamp on it. For other things, I like to do it bigger with, decent financial backing. But this one I'm really excited about. It's small, but it's good.
I'm excited to hear it and see the video. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in and getting to know Maya and checked out the channel, take my hand, give it a listen. I love that song. I cannot get enough of it. It's such a beautifully written song, and your voice sounds just amazing on it. So my viewers, check that out definitely. Gosh, I wish I'd said this earlier, but the Insecure Musician, the last one you did, what was it? Bloodshot is the name of that band?
Yes, with CJ?
Yeah, anybody who's just starting out in music needs to watch that.
Oh, that's good.
That was good stuff. Very good stuff.
Thank you.
Tell me more about, and I might even sneak this in the very end. Tell me more about your music. Like, have you been in a band before? How long you been doing this? Because you're not exactly on Wikipedia. No.
So I'm a songwriter. That's what I am. I'm not Britney level vocals, or anything like that. I write about what I know, and I try and share it with others. And I appreciate, effective communication through music, essentially. So yeah.
Is that what you want to
do? What? Be a songwriter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I still want to be a performer. It's what I enjoy. And I know that you can work behind the scenes and write songs for other people, which I've done in the past, and it's fun. But I've done the rock band thing. I've done the with nobody successful, but just my successful in the marketing way of things. But I've really come to realize that I love connecting with my music, and having that be a personal thing. And the way I write is very free flow. So it just works naturally for me to pursue my own stuff, and put that out, and build that to the best it can be. So yeah, I listen to all different kinds of music too. So I struggle with the idea that you have to be one thing and one thing only, and you can only do that thing. I don't think that that's what it's about. Yeah.
And you don't see a lot of artists when they get signed to a label that have that kind of freedom.
No, and that I think, a lot of the struggle, because you're dealing with a market versus artist. And that's a whole other thing. But being stuck in that it can be challenging. And I really like the freedom of being an artist, and creating that than having to fit a specific mold that somebody else is shaping for me.
Do you worry about that happening down the road?
Oh, sure. Because, I'm not even close to where I think other people are. And I'm still really imagining what I am creating. But I think I'm also kind of the person that would say, like, you're really trying to make me into something that I'm not. And I have the ability mentally to kind of tell them to take it. I don't see success. I've never seen success as being a financial thing. I see it as, it'd be great to be able to live off of my music, and my creative expression, but it's not everything to me. Being able to keep my art as my art is more important. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. But I could literally ramble forever about
No, this is good
art
stuff, man. This is
and
good
creation.
stuff. I'm the same way. I'm like, you know what? If I had $1 million, I'd give it all away.
Yeah.
Like, to me, happiness comes from making other people happy. For me, that's how I am. That's just the way my brain is wired. Like, I'm on this planet to help as many people and make as many people smile before I die. That's my goal in life.
Yeah. I just crave honest, authentic connection. It's something I've always appreciated. I struggle with what feels like just being around versus like back and forth. So.
All right. Now I'm gonna ask you the thought-provoking questions that I enjoy. You saw the other interview, so you know what's coming, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. So Maya, if you were a superhero, what is your power?
Oh. Wow, that's kind of a hard one.
You can see I'm a nerd.
I love Wonder Woman, so we're good. But I don't know. I love I feel like in my life I have the ability to kind of be invisible in some ways, so I don't feel like that one. So probably I would enjoy being able to know what somebody else is thinking, telekinesis or whatever.
Ooh.
I feel like that would be really, I feel like that would be all right. That'd be kind of cool.
You have a career as an interrogator set in stone.
Yeah, it'd probably be really hard on my mental, but I just think it'd be cool. I love trying to figure people out and stuff. So that probably.
That is really cool. Okay, so reading people's minds. That's an aggressive one too, because I was just thinking, I don't know if I'd want to know what everybody's thinking.
Right? But I feel like it cuts a lot of the bullshit.
You are absolutely right.
You know somebody's intentions, and then it's clear. Then you can just be. So I don't know.
Cut through it all and be like, hey, you know what? No, you're full of shit.
Exactly. And like, if somebody's wrong about you can easily yeah. I think it's cool. I don't know if like in practice it would be great, but I think it's cool anyway.
I think it's cool. Again, that's an aggressive one. So usually I hear something like super strength or something like that. But no, I liked it.
I wouldn't have any use for that.
Everybody's got that. So Maya, if you could have dinner with two famous people, who would they be?
Alive or dead?
Ooh,
Is there a rule?
No, there's no rule.
Okay. Right now I'm really obsessed with Linda Perry, because I just think like she's incredibly intelligent, really upfront with who she is, and is queer, which I think, and open about it, but not she's just being who she is, and I love that. And I think she's artistically, we run kind of the same way. So Linda Perry, probably. And see, probably Buffy St. Marie, honestly. If I'm like, it's between Buffy St. Marie and Amy Winehouse.
Okay, I was gonna say, who's the dead one gonna be? Okay, I got
you. It would probably be Amy Winehouse if, because I think she'd be fun to hang with.
Oh my gosh, yes. And then Linda Perry, yes. Everyone always picks somebody who's really smart. So that does not surprise me in the least that you picked her. Good choices. Excellent choices.
Thanks.
All right. If you could watch one movie again for the first time, which one is it?
Jesus.
We've seen that one already.
One movie for the first time. God, I really loved like a fictional movie.
Anything.
I'm such a dork. Probably. I don't want to say something, but okay. I would probably want to rewatch. God, I'm terrible at these.
I'll give you mine.
Okay, yeah.
Mine would definitely be Shawshank because of the fact that I got so lucky. I knew nothing about the movie. So the ending, I was like, oh, that one I would want to watch again for the first time.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, and I'm such like an emotional human being. So I love stuff that like just gets me in the gut. So probably like something like My Sister's Keeper or something, which is like not a super cool thing by any means. But I loved the relationship between the mom and daughter. And I thought that was well done. But I probably have a better one. It may come up later. But
if you think of it, by all means, throw it out there.
But yeah, I can't like, there's better films that I probably enjoy. I just can't think of them right now.
Okay. I love the jacket, by the way.
Thanks.
Is it cold up there?
It's cold in this house because we suck with turning on and off the air conditioning. So sometimes it's super cold. And it's not the warmest day here, no.
What's it like? You're in Ontario, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell the
It's
viewers.
been really hot. It's been really hot here, actually. It's so up and down. Some days are insanely hot. Other times it's like the wind. I'm also out in the country, so it's a little different than being in a city where it's a little bit more humid.
I got you. I'm down here in South Carolina, and it is hot and humid right now. I mean, I went outside and did my laps earlier, and I was like, I can't deal with this no more. I'm going to get me a treadmill.
The humidity is too much for me. I love like a dry heat. That's cool. When it's humid, I get like claustrophobic. I suck with extremes of anything, though.
You would hate it here. Like in July, you will walk outside here and taste the heat in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
Yeah. Nice. Ooh, that sounds like a good time.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast. And then you open the car door, and it's like the blast of heat just hits you right in the face when you sit down, your sunglasses fog up. Ugh.
Gross.
No. If you had a choice between being left on a deserted island, either with no one or with your worst enemy, which one is it?
I'm probably going to say my worst enemy, because I think that the longer that you're with people, the more you understand them, and the more that you have the ability to empathize, because you're both human and you may have differences, but I genuinely believe that it would be better. Time, I think, would reveal a lot more similarities than differences, probably.
So you're confident that y'all could work it out?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been in a situation enough where I really dislike. I mean, I feel like even then, you have to figure it out together at some point. So that's how I feel. But I also really like being alone, so it's a hard one. But
I was gonna say some people want the solitude. They're like, you know what, man, that's not a bad idea.
I think if it was a forever thing, probably my worst enemy. There's
Yeah.
space on an island. I can go to the other side of the island for a little bit.
There you go. Compromise. Work it
Yeah.
out, but yeah, you stay over there.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. What is the most out of character thing you've ever done?
In Is it like in regards to anything or just
Anything. Anything.
uh the only can't say it's even out of character because anything that I do, I kind of have to commit to. Uh Probably buying Uggs. I
You bought some
had
Uggs?
I had Uggs in middle school, and I still have like photos of it, Uggs and like this pink sweater. And I look at myself and I look at fucking photos. I'm like, what was I doing? There was literally no reason for me to, yeah. And I think that's probably the most kind of shallow and out of character thing that I've done. But it was so weird. I think it was just that time where you want to be accepted by your peers, and that's what was.
Oh,
Yeah, it
middle
was
school was, yeah.
it was tough. High school was a completely different beast, though.
You know
High school
what?
was
You're
fine.
right.
I mean, it sucked, but like it was different.
Why did it suck? Or is that a off
Oh no,
top?
no, 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 that's fine. High school sucked because I was a hidden minority, and the culture in which my high school was based around wasn't necessarily set up for people like me. I was also not within the upper middle class, so there was a lot of challenges that came with that, and I really enjoyed alternative things, and most of the people within my schooling were not in that realm. So
You
it
would
was
have
just
fit
lonely.
right in at our lunch table. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we
So
were nerd. We had every walk of life. I'm talking every one of us was different in some way, and just nerds to the core.
yeah, you just find your own way, and you find people that do that. I think it's easier to do that outside of school, or outside of high school anyway.
Yeah,
Everyone's just trying to figure themselves out, but high school was it's a tough time. So
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. Maya, what's your best scar story?
Like getting a scar, like a
Hmm.
physical scar.
Everybody's got a scar somewhere. She looks around. Wait a
Shit.
minute.
Honestly, I
You don't have
don't.
one?
I'm really not active enough to have a scar. I think the biggest thing, like I can talk injury, but I can't really talk. Like I used to dance,
Okay.
um, so I guess the biggest one is like I forever have like kind of messed up feet because I used to dance and I was doing a lot of things
What
probably not
happened?
properly. Uh, I don't know. I used to dance, and so your feet get attacked essentially. Like there's nothing wrong with them. It's just they're not like pretty feet. So yeah, probably
Nobody
that.
has pretty feet.
Well, yeah, okay, but like it's a thing, right? When you used to dance, you understand it. Your feet are not as uh beautifully functional the same way. But yes, otherwise I can't really think of any like scars other than like tattoos, but those are different.
Dang. Moving on. Tattoos.
Yeah, yeah, got a few of those.
Okay.
That's a bad one. I got a bad tattoo.
Hold up.
But you want to see it?
Proceed. Oh, no, I don't want
Okay.
to. If it's not in a place I can't see, but if I
Oh
want to hear the
no, no,
story.
no, no! Like it's literally where everyone can see, and I'm sure it will eventually go away or be have to be covered up. But I was in Liverpool,
Mhm.
and I had made the decision that I was going to do music in some way or another. I was finally like giving up on other things in my life and really wanting to pursue this. And I was like, okay, where's the best place to get a guitar tattooed to remind me of this time in my life when I'm making this transition? Liverpool, of course, at some weird shop on the corner, and it was fine. And so I got a blacked out guitar that
Yo,
is just, and I'm whatever. So it's just like a huge blacked out guitar on my arm, which is fine, but
Mhm.
like it's not the most attractive thing. And really realizing that is it's tough. But I remember it and it has a good meaning, so that's fine.
I like it. Plus, you can always do something to it. I mean, I think it's got some attitude, personally. I like it.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I made the choice, so now I have to stick to it.
That is true. I got mine back in February. My cousin drew mine. I don't know if you can see him, but I got the Punisher on this side and I got the Venom on the left. I'm a
Nice.
nerd. I'm a nerd. I love
Hey,
tattoo
whatever, man.
stories. I love tattoo stories.
Yeah, there's always a good one behind it usually. So,
What is the best gift you've ever received?
um, guitars by far. Every time yeah, pretty much every time I've ever gotten a new guitar, it's been a gift from somebody, and it was usually an emotional situation. My first guitar was, a gift from my mom. Um, we were not, we did not have a lot of money, so yeah, probably any type of guitar or anything like that. It's always been a good gift, but yeah, probably the first guitar.
Nice. Okay, this kind of piggybacks off of that one because it might be the same thing. I don't know. What is your prized possession? Like the house is
Probably,
on fire and you get to get
yeah.
one thing. Everybody's fine. Animals are fine. People are, fine. One thing.
Mm,
What is it?
probably my guitar. Yeah, probably
Good
not
call.
even necessarily like my most expensive guitar. My two acoustics would be, I'd be running out with both of them, just like,
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
yeah. I know,
No, that's wonderful.
but yeah.
Everybody's got that one thing that, yeah, if the house is on fire, they go for that first. That's
Yeah.
coming outside with me.
Yeah.
If you could live on a sitcom, which one would it be?
Oh, probably Friends. I feel like it's just a good time.
You know what?
It's
I could, yeah.
it's real straightforward, friends hanging out, uh, and I watch it all the time. Everything.
I did
Um,
too. And you know what? Everybody wants to have that little circle of friends group just like that.
yeah, it's a little codependent, but that's fine.
It is, but you
um,
know what?
I think we just all crave friendship, and I think that was one of the bases of that show, and I think it was cool. But yeah, that's probably it. I don't really watch a lot of sitcoms, so I think that's also a thing.
I thought that cast played off each other absolutely beautifully. Like, yeah, you don't see that very often.
Yeah, and for it to last as long as it did, with honestly, very little change. Uh, it's pretty incredible that it did.
Yeah. Is Joey the dumbest character ever?
Possibly.
Because,
Um, but I'll tell you, he's honest. I'll give him that.
yep.
You know, there's he puts it all out there,
Yeah.
and
No
he's not.
filter.
No, and I wouldn't call him a mean dumb person
Mm-mm.
either.
He's,
He's just that.
yeah. I think everybody knows somebody like that too in real life.
Oh,
That's why I always
probably.
liked his character. I always liked his character for that reason.
I think we all kind of have a Joey in our lives, just as like we have a Phoebe and we have like a Rachel. Like they're all the archetype of what we kind of have within our societies, just the extreme versions.
Yeah.
Relatable.
So, on that note, all right, so in your life, who plays the hero? Who plays the villain?
I think I struggle with that archetype um, a lot because I don't think that it's as black and white as that storyline usually allows. I think that evil is human. So generally, in somebody's story, that evil is somebody's hero, and
Whoa.
vice versa. So generally, I love stories because I think that they're linear and allow people to understand. However, I don't think it's possible. So I could say that like my mom would be my hero, but in sometimes she's been my villain too. I could, in certain situations. So probably if I was gonna like play that your question, your game, which is very good, I would
I tried.
probably say that like people like Trump or somebody like that would be like a villain. But I again struggle with that because I don't see it that way. I just see people that, yeah, I don't know. I struggle with that one. So
That's
probably
okay.
my mom, or my mom being the hero and myself is the villain. Let's do that for my own
Okay.
life. I don't
Okay.
know.
No, that's interesting. Oh my God, that's got song written all over it.
I don't know.
Let me
We'll
write that down.
figure it out.
All right, let's get a little less serious. If you could only
Okay.
have 3 apps on your phone, which ones are they? You only get 3.
That I
Settings
use all
doesn't
the time.
count.
Okay. Uh, Probably the social media, the random social media ones. So let's do Instagram, Facebook, and Guitar Tuna. I keep that on there all the time. So those ones.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I would have to have Chrome because I can access everything from Chrome or Safari.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Like,
That's
which do you have, iPhone or Android?
I have an Android.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
Chrome.
Yeah. Yep.
And you've got an app that tunes the guitar. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, it's just like just a tuner. It just listens to your guitar. I always have my phone on me, so instead of having another tuner or my tuner on my guitar and killing my battery, I just use that sometimes.
Darn, man, we are getting spoiled. I was gonna say back in the day, you had to
Oh,
plug that bad boy up and look at the light.
oh yeah, yeah, yep, yeah,
I could not play
yep. So
guitar, but
spoiled.
I was kind of a roadie, and I've worked with several bands, and yeah, I'm very familiar with
Yeah,
that. But if you can
yeah,
just go, cool, we're so
yeah.
spoiled.
I know it's insane.
All right, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I know you got stuff to do. This is fun though.
I'm
Um,
having a good time. Ask away.
if aliens landed tomorrow and asked you to come back with them, do you
Yeah.
go? You don't know
I
what's
don't
out
know.
there.
Probably.
Okay,
I
because you could go on an adventure and come back with stories to tell, or you could be a lab rat. You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would depend on their how they approach it.
Okay,
I
straight
feel
faced. Maya, come
you
back
are
to our
coming with
planet with
us.
us. Yeah, there
Oh,
you go.
you are coming with us. I'd be
Poker
like,
faced.
sure. I guess if there's like yeah, why not?
She says, yeah, why not? Okay,
I'm
cool.
open to it. I mean, if I'm gonna be one of the only people to go, probably yeah, I'll try it. Why not?
Why not? It's an
I don't.
adventure.
Re- I really don't want to leave planet Earth. I think that's one thing that needs to be clear. I'm really cool to like stay here the rest of
Yeah,
my life.
kind of
I
like it
feel no,
here.
yeah, like I feel no need. But if they directly came to me and were like, "We need you," I'd be like, "There's got to be some kind of weird reason."
Yeah, I mean, they could have
So,
heard us bitching about the humidity and said, you know what, we got just the thing. It is, it's like 65 year round up in here. So,
yeah, exactly. Nice. I love it.
all right,
Love
so
it.
my last one, I promise, is the last one. And this is the most important one
Sure.
because the world has to know what's the right way
Oh,
to eat an Oreo.
oh my gosh, you asked me this
We didn't get, yeah,
before?
you,
Okay. I don't know. But what I do know is generally you get more out of it if you split them. You eat the one side, then the other. You get 2 cookies out of 1. So that is how I feel.
That's how it's done. I love it. Yeah, I don't eat sweet. I have a very strict diet. I don't eat cookies and stuff. But back when I used to eat an Oreo, I wouldn't have did that. I'd take it and put the whole thing in my mouth whole and chomp on it like a white shark. I would not sit there and go like this, and some people would lick the frosting off. I mean, the filling out of it. Yeah, no, I would just home.
You got to work stuff. You got to
Oh.
take every second that you can. Really
Savor
enjoy
it.
Exactly. That might be that poverty mentality. I don't know, but that's how I feel.
No, that makes perfect sense. You're right. That makes perfect sense. I love it. See, that's what I'm going for when I ask these kind of things.
See? No, savor it. That's where I'm at.
Well, Maya, thank you so much for joining me today. Viewers, thank you for checking us out. I'm going to go ahead and sign us off real quick. Y'all check her channel out. Give her some love. Give her a sub. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm JD, and always be yourself because everybody else is already taken.
Love it. Don't be a knave.